Happy New Year, Oakville. Welcome to this all-new edition of Channel 97 News.
We come to you today from Ms. Thomas's AP Bio Room, and here's a look at just some of the stories you'll see on today's show.
We take a look at the wide variety of higher-level courses offered at OHS.
We show how Oakville students got their glow on at the recent winter dance.
We visit with one young lady who has brought beauty to the destruction in North St. Louis County.
And we introduce you to a young man who hopes to continue the family legacy in the OHS basketball program.
We'll have all that and much, much more on today's edition of Channel 97 News.
And it all starts now.
Welcome back to Eyes on the Tigers, Channel 97 News. I'm Vito Camarada.
And I'm Marvel Togliatti. The Melville School District has a new superintendent this year. He is involved in the search for our next superintendent. Here's a story on Dr. Norm Ritter.
Many were shocked when Superintendent Dr. Eric Knos left the Melville School District at the end of last school year. Dr. Norm Ritter, a retired superintendent of Springfield, Missouri, was hired to take over on an interim basis.
Dr. Ritter has been a blessing for our district. He's brought some new things to the district, and even though he's just here for a year, he's worked as hard as any superintendent that I've ever known.
Well, I think that coming in as an interim superintendent is always kind of a precarious position to be in, and I think it takes a special type person to come in and be successful at that.
Because Ritter is only here temporarily, the board is hot on the chase for a new permanent superintendent.
They've gone through the School Board Association. What they do is they go in and they collectively take a look at all the things that the community wants, what the board's looking for, and they kind of put that out for everyone to look at to say, okay, these are the qualities that we want.
We'll probably have 5 or 6 interviews that we'll need to conduct. We'll bring in some focus groups, other administrators, building level teachers, and from middle school, high school, and elementary, and maybe a few people from the community to get their input on our finalists, and then we'll make the selection hopefully by early February and offer them a contract.
Dr. Ritter also plays an important role in the search for the new superintendent.
Bringing his experience, bringing his knowledge of the job, and his strategic plan that he's developed for us.
I really know the district well enough in a very objectionable way as opposed to having too much emotion, so I can really make a nice match for him.
He's going to be able to tell us this is the kind of person that will be able to implement the strategic plan, and he'll help make Melville School District the best school district in the state, which is currently what we're trying to do.
The school district looks forward to naming a new permanent superintendent, and special thanks to Dr. Ritter for helping with the process. With photographer Michaela Deacon, I'm Allison Frisella for Channel 97 News.
OHS offers several challenging classes. Here's our story on AP courses.
According to Newsweek magazine, Oakville High School has been ranked 88th in the country for preparing its students for college. A major part of this is due to the number of challenging courses Oakville offers.
It was a great honor. It was very exciting to do that, and there's a part of me that says, okay, this is coming from a pretty substantial magazine, so national magazine, and how is it that we made this? Well, when you read the article, it focuses on the number of AP classes that we have in terms of making students, I guess, college ready.
We're approved to offer 19, and currently this year I think we have 18 of those 19.
Having a wide selection of upper level and AP classes in a variety of different departments is, to me, for students, it's very beneficial.
If you go to Oakville High School, you're going to get a college prep education.
It's harder to go to college if you don't have any AP classes, but if you have AP classes, then you have the credit already and you don't have to take those classes again, so you can double major or figure out what you want to do before you get to college.
Although many students take AP classes, is there a limit on how many one should take?
There are some students that are not ready for them. there are some students who are absolutely ready for them, and they're ready to tackle that academic challenge.
I think that there are some AP classes that are a huge workload.
I'm in AP Biology, and I completely skipped biology to go to AP, and it is very hard. It's really interesting and it's worth it. It's just I recommend taking biology first, I think, to have the basis down, because I didn't at all.
It's really overwhelming, but they're worth it because it bumps your GPA, and then maybe I don't have to take them in college.
They're challenging, yeah, but I mean, it's preparing me more for college.
Each student needs to really take a good look inside of themselves and try to figure out what the right number of AP courses is for them. You know, and they shouldn't just rely on their own intuition. They also need to get advice from their teachers and their parents as to what is enough, what is too much, and be able to draw the line somewhere.
Even though OHS has more AP courses than many other schools, we will most likely get more in the future.
You should always be striving for the next thing and the next thing to get better.
With Vito Camarata and Mackenzie Monaco, I'm Molly Kohler from Channel 97 News.
Some students take their courses online. Here's a story about a former OHS student athlete who is completing his education in Philadelphia and on the internet.
Most Oakville High School students live within 20 minutes of the school, but one just happens to live 1,000 miles away. Charlie Freshman isn't just any student athlete. He has moved to Philadelphia to pursue his dream and play on a junior ice hockey team.
Charlie was noticed by some scouts from the Philadelphia Junior Flyers team and contacted. And after many hours of talking to the coaches and one another and doing some research, we decided that the best fit for him would be to go to Philadelphia. He is currently living with a billet family up in Philadelphia. They're an awesome family. He does class several days a week online and stays on track with that.
It was hard because I wanted to graduate here, so I didn't think I'd be able to if I left. It kind of sucks being away from everybody. Coming home for a winter break was pretty fun. Get to see everybody, but I do have a lot of friends up there now, which is nice. My dad's been a big part of my success. He's always helped me get better and gave me stuff to do, always goes to my games and supports me.
I'm extremely hard on him, pushing him to be the best he can be. I'm very proud of him, all the hard work he's put in, all the sacrifice.
With Ella Dolick, this is Katie Freshman for Channel 97 News.
How I started?
Like when you
skated around out of the womb.
So Vito, did you get a chance to go to the glow dance?
Yeah, I had an awesome time.
Let's check out the story.
In December, Student Council held their second annual Glow Dance. This year, students were more aware of how to prepare for the dance.
A lot more people attended, and I think everybody went more like all out with the face paint, like they knew what to do this year. And it's a lot of fun. Everyone sees.
You can't glow home early. You got to glow on time. Yep. You know, and that's the key. Remember that.
With Roger Thomas, I'm Madison Dodge for Channel 97 News.
Everyone knows about the riots that destroyed businesses in Ferguson, but there's a bright side to this issue. Annika Bernstein and Jackie Dreppert have the story.
After the verdict in the Michael Brown case was announced, protests and riots broke out in the Ferguson area.
There were over 24 buildings that were burnt down from rioting. A lot of the windows were busted so that the fire department could get in and stop the fires.
Although much of the news about Ferguson has been centered on destruction, a lot of beauty has come out of it. Artists in the St. Louis area united to create beauty on the boarded up windows of the vandalized buildings.
I had to pull on my heart towards this cause, and I feel like with situations like this, sometimes you feel hopeless and you want to help, but you don't know how. And so for me, it was just a clear way to be able to help in the way I know how, which is creatively.
It doesn't look as bad as it used to. Like when you just go down, you just all of a sudden get very emotional with seeing nothing but smoke still. I know at our strip mall, there was still smoke for almost a week.
The community, is severely impacted, and they don't want their businesses burnt down. And I think they have really appreciated this response for people to come out and try to make their places look nice, and also just to say, hey, we support you, we love you, like we're here for you, you matter. And so it's been a really good response.
Thanks for all the support, the cards we've gotten in the mail, all the words of encouragement. Has been very helpful. It's been keeping us hopeful for tomorrow.
Reporting from Ferguson with photographer Jackie Dreppard, I'm Monica Burnson for Channel 97 News.
Austin Gilman has set several school records at OHS before moving on to SLU University. Even though he has moved on, a Gilman is fulfilling his legacy at Oakville High School.
2014 graduate Austin Gilman is Oakville's all-time leader in blocks, rebounds, and points scored. He is now showcasing his skill at St. Louis University. His departure from OHS was not the end of the Gilman legacy, however. His younger brother, Brendan, is a freshman playing varsity this year, and he shows great potential in being another big part of the Oakville basketball program.
Look at Austin Gilman and Brendan. They both bring a lot of work ethic to the table. You can tell that Brendan has done a great job to this point of emulating his brother's success in the classroom and on the court, because both of them every day work very hard at their craft.
Came into practice, worked hard, see the same thing with Brendan.
They're really close to each other. They're supportive. They're like best friends, really. They're brothers, so I think that's where they sort of get that.
It's interesting. Their family, both mom and dad, are very tall. They both are extremely very good at their jobs. They work together. They do a great job of keeping the family unit as one. They do trips together. They hang out a lot on their off time. So you can tell they're a close-knit group.
They get along excellent. They look up to each other. I think there's mutual respect. There's always a little bit of that kidding going on between the brothers, but by and large, I think they've got mutual respect for each other.
Well, when we were younger, we went to the street. We played basketball in the driveway, and when we played, it got competitive, obviously, and so I learned how to go up against that, and obviously I wanted to win, so it got competitive and fights broke out usually.
As far as helping Brendan out, he's used to playing with the tall guy that Austin is, so I think that's helped him out and adjust to taller players.
Well, I think certainly Brennan has looked up to Austin. I mean, he's always looked at him as a mentor and somebody that he's wanted to compete against. He's determined to make his own way. I don't think he's looking to ride on his brother's shirt tails. In fact, I think he has something to prove of his own, and he's confident and talented in his own way, and he'll get there.
With J.C. Shanzel and Zach Remelius, I'm David Chopin for Channel 97 News.
Mara, have you made any New Year's resolutions?
Not yet.
Well, Janiyah Rogers found a few students and faculty members who have.
It's 2015, and a time where some people come up with a New Year's resolution. We walked around OHS and we asked teachers and students what their New Year's resolution is.
My New Year's resolution is to get some abs, like a six-pack, so I can have a crop top wedding dress.
I have two. One is to focus on the small details of life that make everyday living better, and another is to live a little more healthily.
I'd say my New Year's resolution is just to get more organized and find new activities to go out and do with my kids.
New Year's resolution is to just try to live healthier, work out, exercise more.
New Year's resolution is to just take every day a little more enthusiastically than I did the day before.
New Year's resolution is to graduate early.
I need to hydrate players more efficiently and tweet less.
To be more like Bailey Volstecki, because he's the greatest guy ever, and he's got a great head of hair.
My resolution is to make people smile more.
To not get in another car accident.
My New Year's resolution is to finally be on broadcast.
To get a job.
To stop shopping.
I agree with Liz. Stop shopping.
Make sure my hair never looks as bad as Johnny Peters. Play junior blues.
To start running and go to the gym, but I don't have a gym membership, so that probably won't happen.
To maintain that 4.0 I got right now throughout the whole semester.
Pike's gonna lose some weight.
Not to be wretched.
Darla!
I'm trying to get rid of my rash.
With Bailey Volstecki and Mara Montigliati, I'm Janiyah Rogers for Channel 97 News.
Well, that wraps up this edition of Channel 97 News. Thanks for watching. I'm Mara Montigliati.
And I'm Vito Camarada. Remember, Oakville, keep your eyes on the tiger.